Good evening, everybody. How are we doing? It's been a little bit since I did a video, so I wanted to come on here. I hate when people say that. And show you my new toy. I'm so excited. I ordered some new hooks from Joann's. And it's made by Susan Bates. And I don't know if y'all know a lot about knitting needles, but they make all kinds of interchangeable knitting needles. They're fantastic. They have a little rope that holds them together. They're great. Well, Susan Bates has made interchangeable crochet hooks, and that's actually the kind I use normally because I like this little bit, the hook style that they have, how you can see that. But these, they have different sets. Some of them come with just one handle and a couple of different sizes of hooks. But I ordered the one that comes with 2 handles and 6. This didn't come with it, this little container. I just happened to have it in some of my adventures. I found it. But it comes with 2 handles and 6 different size hooks and 2 little yarn cutters. How cute are they? And they fit right in here. See the little hole? You put it in there, push and twist, and you hit it. And then you push and twist, and it'll fit the other way. So it's handy to cut your yarn. See there? And you do the same thing with the hook. It does take a little getting used to. I think there's a little spring in there, but if you push it and turn it, and you can get the hook out and just change it with a different one. And you have to line it up. You see how it's got the little notches right there for the little pegs to go in. So you push it and turn it, and it won't come out. And I like the big handle because it feels more ergonomic, I guess would be the way. So maybe you won't get arthritis earlier than you should. And it's long. I like the long handle too. But how cool is that? And I got them while they were on sale, and I had a coupon for free shipping because I hate paying for shipping. And they didn't have them in the store. Now there's a new store in Winston. There's an actual video on my list that I made. They moved their store, and it's way bigger and way nicer than it was. And they actually have the smaller set with the one handle and 2 different size hooks in it at the new store in Winston. That's in North Carolina. And then I just happen to have this cute little thingy at home to put the extra hooks in when I'm not using them. And in my Joann's video that I made, I was talking about the fancy Ogo yarn that they have down there. They had these at the old store, and when they were closing, they had them marked down to $3.47, and then it was like another 50% off. Got them for less than $2. I got this and a purple and beige one. Well, brown, taupe, whatever. And I've already made a hat out of part of this one. But they come from the store that look like this. And it's got like a zip tie in it, holding it in a circle. And this one just happens to be Karen Simply Soft. You may have seen this in a regular looking skein, but they have an Ogo in that. And then when you open it, it looks like this, and you have the two ends, so you don't have to go hunt for them in the middle or on the outside. And it just, you can start on either end you want, and it just unwinds as you go. I like to keep my stuff in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't wind up everywhere in my bag. And then they have bigger ones. I forget what this one is. I don't know if it's Red Heart or not. Sorry, my camera's a little close to the flat desk that I have. But see, this one is way bigger than that Simply Soft is. You just have to find the end. See this? You'd have to have an I, probably. A H hook might work, but an I or a J would work better. It tells you on the packaging what size hook to use, but I'm a rebel and I like to go with what I want to go with. And and you go with a smaller hook if you want a tighter weave, and a bigger hook if you want a looser weave. I was just going to show you guys, I started this. I'm gonna this is gonna be a hat, and it's made, this is not the part that goes around your head, it goes up and down like this, so your head would, when it's wider, your head would fit down here, and this would, either way, one would be the top and one would be the bottom. And you can when you make a rectangle, then you seam it up so it's a tube to fit your head, and then you can run a string through the top of it and cinch it up, and it could you could either tie it so it's tied permanently, closed, or you could make a chain of some yarn and run through there and tie it in a bow, and you could have a ponytail or a bun hat, so you could fit your hair through it. I don't have one with me right now to show you. And if you make it as long as you want, you can even flip it up so you have a brim on it. And this is another hat that I'm making. I'll make another video one day to show you how to do the corner to corner stitch. But since I've been working on this one for a little bit, it would just defeat the purpose to show you how to do it now. But I like this stitch because, I don't know, the rows don't have to be short. It's only short because I'm making a hat. But they just seem to go faster for some reason. I know it's probably the same amount of stitches as other stuff, but it just seems to go faster. It doesn't make sense. Just in my head, it makes sense. And that's about all I have for this evening, unless you just wanted me to watch me stitch something. This one is half doubles. Some corner to corners, I'd say most really, use double crochets, but this pattern said to do half doubles. So I've chained 2, and then I'm going to put 3 half doubles in this stitch. So you yarn over, pull up a loop, and you have 3. So you yarn over and pull through all 3, and that's a half double. And then you're going to slip stitch in this next step right here. So slip stitch, and then chain 2, and 3 half doubles, and you do that all the way to the end. See how good these work? I love these hooks. And you slip stitch and chain 2. And this yarn, this is Hobby Lobby yarn. It comes in a regular skein. I know I've shown y'all Hobby Lobby yarn before. Oh, just a minute. tangled up with my other yarn. It looks like this. Isn't that pretty? It's called, it's not really called anything, gray black. But see how the colors change? That's just one skeiny yarn. It does all the work for you. And you just keep doing your half doubles. That's 2 and 3. There is actually a pattern for this. I've made one out of that. That's what I made out of this Ogo yarn. And I cinched it up at the top too to make a ponytail hat. You could tie it tight and make a tassel or a pom-pom and add to the top of it. Do whatever how you want. And on this pattern too, I did not like the band that they have you put at the bottom of this hat. I think I need to add more stitches or something and not listen to the pattern. See, that's the thing. I find a pattern that I think I like, and I'll make one the way the pattern says. And the more you crochet, the more you think, well, I think it would look better like this. So the next time you make it, you just do what you want to do. You follow the basic principle of the pattern, and then you just tweak the things that you think would make it fit better for you, or look better for you, or whoever you're making it for. That's why I tell my people at our stitch group that patterns are just a suggestion. See why I like to crochet? Because it just calms you right down. You can do it wherever. Take it and wait in the car line for the kids to get out of school. Take it if you're waiting at the doctor's office or dentist's office. The other night I went to a meeting and to listen to a lady give a presentation. And I was crocheting the entire time I was sitting there. I got the purple hat that I was doing almost done, sitting there listening. And while I was doing that, a lady was watching me. So when the presentation got finished, she came up to me and wanted to know if I could make her a frog. So if you like to sell things, take your crochet with you, you might find some business. And I just don't like to sit anymore. I don't read. I used to read. I don't read anymore. I mean, I can. I just don't. But I do this while I watch TV or while I'm just sitting waiting for something to happen. Tomorrow, we're having a craft fair where I go to my stitching group. And I'll be sitting behind the table with my yarn while I hope people buy things. There's actually, I have a video on here of the setup that's there. I had to go take my stuff over there this evening, set it up. See, didn't that row go fast, y'all? I just feel like it goes fast. Okay, well, I'm at the end of the row, and I've told you about my wonderful crochet hooks that I just love. And my Fancy Dancy yarn, the Oko yarn. And they have other kinds too. It's made by Spin Right. Okay. Yarnspirations. They have a Facebook page. They give you all kinds of patterns and talk about all their yarn. And they have this a new one that has this fuzzy on it. It's like, I don't know if it's like Angora, but it's got like a halo effect on it where it's got fuzzies, so it'll be really soft, whatever you decide to make out of it. All right. Well, that's it for this one, y'all. Have a good evening, and I'll talk to you soon.